successfully passed extensive background checks and are insured, bonded, and trained in CPR and first aid. Assisting Hands will select the best match for you or your loved one from their pre-screened group of caregivers and will have qualified help placed in your home within 24 hours of initial assessment. Call today for a free in-home consultation. For Boynton Beach and Northern Palm Beach, call 561-829-3080. For Boca Raton and Delray Beach, call 561-404-0550 or visit their website at assistinghands.com. Call today.
And we're back. Well, this is Senior Day.
Yes, it is.
And we have a great friend on the show, and we're missing the other half today. We have Marlena Ramirez of Assisting Hands and Ricardo, who handles, I guess, the Boca Delray area?
Correct.
He's a little ill today, so if he's listening,
get well soon.
Get better.
Yeah.
Get well soon, Ricardo.
And if you want to watch the show live, just go to www.assistinghands.com and you can click on the Ask the Experts / Palm Beach and click on the Ask the Experts logo and it comes right up.
Correct. They can also click on Ricardo's website, let's not forget,
yes,
www.assistinghands / Boca del Rey.
Okay, we're going to get them both in there today.
But first of all, thank you so much, Steven and Rene. It's a pleasure being here again with you.
It's a pleasure to
have you. So sweet.
We appreciate your support so much, the support to the senior community in Palm Beach. I know they appreciate immensely all the information that you provide.
That's the demographics down here.
It is.
It
More
is
than
indeed.
Probably any other state in the country.
It is indeed. That is very
where people
true.
Come. Last time you were on, we got 3 emails from family members in New York
wanting information.
I sent them your phone number and your email address.
Yes, we did receive them. Thank you so much.
Because they have their mom and dad live down here, and they can. After our interview, it's like
that is a very
Assisting Hands is wonderful.
That is a very common situation, and indeed, most of our clients experience that. They move down here for the warmth, for their retirement, but as they age, they find themselves alone. And that is where we step in as Assisting Hands, assisting them so that they can remain independent at home, happy, healthy, and safe.
Right, and the family members are in another state, or they're working and they're not able to provide the care for
Families
the family.
nowadays are very busy, very, very busy. As you know, most families are 2-income families, so both mom and dad need to work. They are taking care of their kids. People nowadays are having kids later, so they're experiencing being the sandwich generation. They're taking care of their parents, but at the same time, they still have kids at home.
Right, exactly.
Well, it used to be the daughter would take care of mom or dad.
Correct.
But
correct.
Now
they
she's
have
working.
to go back to work.
Yes, exactly. So tell us some of the services that your company provides.
Well, at Assisting Hands, we're all about quality of service. We offer 3 types of services: companionship, personal care, and skilled nursing. On the companionship side, it's basically helping the client on the first steps of not being independent. It's being a companion, running errands, taking the client on grocery shopping, accompanying to doctor's appointments, just being a friend.
Light housekeeping?
Definitely. And cooking.
Yes. Okay.
Definitely. And those are, one of the things that start to go when seniors start not feeling so well. They don't eat nutritiously. Our caregivers are all trained in nutritious meal preparation and menu development. In addition to that, we have an RN on staff who supervises these menus. Of course, with the client's approval, we cannot force anyone, but we can encourage and offer more nutritious alternatives for our clients. And
especially if they have dietary restrictions.
Definitely. And we make sure that they try to follow those dietary requirements.
Well, first of all, Assisting Hands has such a great reputation. That's why we were so happy when. And we have also, in our Houston show also, we have Assisting Hands. Tell us, how did Assisting Hands get started?
Well, Assisting Hands is the product of the perfect combination. We have a nurse who saw the need through her own experience with her parents, and an accountant who saw the need again, his own experience with his parents for home care. They got together and they created Assisting Hands. And what makes Assisting Hands different is our strict quality requirements.
Screening.
Correct.
Yes. So tell everybody what you do as far as screening is concerned.
Well, first, the screening, we less than 10% of caregivers who apply finally get a job with us. They go through extensive screening. We do background checks. We call their references. They go through a test. They need to have all types of certificates and requirements. We put them through orientation. At every one of these steps, the caregiver may fail, and many do fail. 90% fail. We only hire the best caregivers. Then, in addition to that, before we send the caregiver out to a client, they have to take a test, a personality test. And that way, we also give the client a similar test. We're able to match the client perfectly with the caregiver.
So what happens if you send somebody out and the client says, I'm not happy with that person?
There's no problem at all, Rene. Thank you for asking that question. Many people have that concern, and indeed it's not a concern. I always tell them that when we first meet. All they need to do is call the office. I'm always there. You can call me and tell me, I don't think this is working out so well. I would like to try something out. And next time, definitely, it is not a problem at all. Another thing that we do a little bit different at Assisting Hands is that we will never change your caregiver or send someone before you know that there will be a different caregiver. Other agencies just send a replacement without letting clients know. But we're not about that. We're about quality. We're about respect. And we may need to send a caregiver because the designated caregiver may not be available. However, the client will always know ahead of time. If the client is not well, and we have a relationship with the adult child, we will also notify the adult child.
Do you have caregivers that know other languages?
Oh, most definitely. We live in South Florida.
Yes.
So we have all caregivers from all nationalities, and we can easily address all types of needs. We've often had needs not only for Spanish and Portuguese, but also families who require a caregiver who's kosher or can follow kosher requirements. We've even had a Chinese family, and we found a Chinese caregiver. So we're about our clients and providing for them the care they need.
So they're comfortable with who's coming into their house.
Indeed, definitely.
So you were also talking about the services. So you said companion care, and there's also home care if you need medical attention.
That's the next level of care. And basically the difference between the two is that in companion care, there's no touching of the client. In personal care, there is. In personal care, the caregiver can aid the client both in bathing, going to the bathroom, dressing, and those more intimate things that some clients, as they decline, may require. And thirdly, we also have a skilled nursing license for clients who may have diabetic needs, or we also do medication management and case management, and that means when we have a nurse accompany our clients to the doctors in the event that the family is not here in Florida or is not available to go, the nurse can go and not only accompany the client but take notes and ask questions from the doctor and then report back to the family.
Wow.
Does insurance cover home care at all?
Yes, it does. Many people are confused. Medicare does not cover home care in this sense.
That's surprising. That's horrible.
That is shocking.
It is shocking, and many people are surprised. I would say 50% of people who call the office have that understanding, but long-term care insurance covers this. And we work with long-term care insurance. We have about 15 different types of long-term care insurances that we have worked with, and we work with them fantastically well. They really like working with us because we're very organized, we're upfront, and before they ask for something, we've already sent it to them.
You know what? After our first show last time, we got an email that said, we are with another home care company. Can we change over? That was one of the things. So whatever
if you're with a home care company, you're not happy with that home care company, you're not signing a contract. switched.
No,
so you're
no,
able
no.
to switch at any point.
Correct. Clients always have that opportunity and that option. And I'm always amazed at what other agencies say to their clients. People do have an option, and if they want to change, they are able to change. They only need to call Assisting Hands.
Okay, and give them your phone number.
Well, 561-829-3080, and Boca del Rey at 561. Oh God, I don't remember his phone number.
I think it's up on our screen.
It's on the screen. 505. What is it?
It's 561-404-0550.
Apologies for that.
Now he's not going to get better on because of that.
I'm sorry, but
and tell everybody your hours.
We are open. The office is open 8 a.m. to 4 p.m., but we take calls 24/7 during the weekend as well as in the evenings.
So what happens if somebody during the night has a problem, the caregiver needs to leave? Would you be able to replace them in the middle of the night?
Oh, most definitely. We always have an on-call nurse who takes care of these situations, and we will have a caregiver there in no time.
So great. So you cover all of Broward, all of Palm Beach County. Mm-hmm. So it really doesn't matter if you're in Boynton or if you're in Fort Lauderdale or Coral Springs.
Correct. We cover in Palm Beach, we cover from Jupiter to Boynton and west to Wellington, and also in Broward and Miami-Dade.
Is it hard to find good people?
You know, it was in the beginning, but I find that as you become better well known, and caregivers, we treat our caregivers with a lot of respect, and we expect that respect back. And
so you get a better class of people that want to work for you.
Exactly, because as we have been able to retain our good caregivers. Good caregivers know other good caregivers, and they have applied to work with us. So we have found that we have the highest quality of caregivers, and there's a lot of reciprocity in our relationship. And you mentioned earlier, if we ever have a cancellation in the middle of the night, we barely have that at this moment. I mean, I'm very proud to say that we barely have that, and it's because of our relationship with our caregivers. They respect us because we respect them.
So what happens if you're hospitalized? Because my father was just in a rehab facility, and I saw that there were some patients, some elderly people that actually had private staff with them.
Correct.
So would you be able to provide that as well?
Our caregivers accompany our clients everywhere they go, if they so desire. They are trained to go into the hospitals and act as advocates for our clients and take care of them. Make sure, unfortunately, nowadays, you should not be in a hospital alone. You need somebody to take care of you. You cannot depend on the hospital staff for that.
You are so right about that. We saw that.
It is very unfortunate.
Firsthand. We saw it firsthand.
It is very unfortunate, but that is a reality.
And actually dangerous, too.
Correct.
You're supposed to have medicine on. You're in pain. You can't get anybody to answer the bell, and
they forget to give you medicine. Sometimes medicines get confused. They will bring a tray of food, but they don't mind if you eat it or not.
They don't make sure that you're eating.
So it is very important to have an advocate for the client.
And a lot of them are understaffed too. Which is another reason.
Correct. And they have all these requirements. Things have changed, but nowadays, somebody who's not well and is in the hospital, obviously they're not well. If they're in the hospital, should not be alone. And likewise with rehab, and the caregivers provide company, they provide encouragement, they provide a friendly face, a familiar face for the patient. So we're always there for our clients.
You know what? If my parents had home care, I'd want to make sure they're safe. So are they bonded?
Oh, of course. Oh, thank you for asking.
Yeah.
Yes. We're an agency, not a registry, and that is a big difference.
What's the difference? Tell everybody what the difference is.
There are many, but let's start with what Steve brought up. We pay their insurance. They're all bonded and insured. They have workers' compensation insurance that the agency pays. When you're hiring a registry, many people are not aware, but you're hiring an independent contractor. The registry solely acts as a referral service. If the caregiver has an accident or a fall in your home, you are responsible for that.
Wow.
Many people think that their homeowner's insurance will cover that. In many cases, homeowners insurance have made that an exception. So you may find yourself with thousands of dollars in medical bills. As an independent contractor, the client is responsible for paying Medicare, Social Security, and taxes. And if you don't do that, you may find yourself not only liable for that, but also paying fines.
Wow, there's so much information people just don't even know about.
Right.
Correct. But, people can always call the office, no commitment, and we will gladly help them out and fill out any questions that they may have.
Let's get a commercial break, and we'll be back with more Assisting Hands. We'll be right back.
Assisting Hands Home Care is proud to be chosen the experts on home care for the Ask the Expert show. Assisting Hands is a private pay home care agency that provides companion, personal, and skilled nursing services serving all of Palm Beach County. At Assisting Hands Home Care, their mission is to offer their clients and loved ones the very finest personalized in-home care, allowing them to live safely and comfortably in their homes. Their caregivers are trained specifically to provide in-home care to strict standards. All caregivers have successfully passed extensive background checks and are insured, bonded, and trained in CPR and first aid. Assisting Hands will select the best match for you or your loved one from their pre-screened group of caregivers and will have qualified help placed in your home within 24 hours of initial assessment. Call today for a free in-home consultation. For Boynton Beach and Northern Palm Beach, call 561-829-3080. For Boca Raton and Delray Beach, call 561-404-0550 or visit their website at assistinghands.com. Call today.
And we're back with Rene, who is, you're the franchise owner.
Yes, I am.
For Assisting Hands.
Yes.
And you cover the Broward area?
No, we don't. I don't particularly. My office is from Boynton to Jupiter.
Yours is Boynton to Jupiter.
Correct.
And Ricardo is?
Delray and Boca Raton.
Good. Okay. So you're Palm Beach North.
Yes.
Okay.
Central and North.
But if you're in Fort Lauderdale, or if you're in Coral Springs, or if you're in Aventura, you can still call Assisting Hands, and they will take care of you.
Of course.
Okay, so now what we want to talk about now is what are some ways seniors at risk of compromised quality of life?
Well, unfortunately, seniors, as they age, they face many risks, as we were saying. First of all is the risk of falling. Falling is the number one cause for hospitalizations in seniors. When we go into our clients' homes, we do a home safety assessment to make sure that the home is safe, and we make our recommendations. These recommendations go from going into the bathroom and
picking up the mats from the floor so you don't trip on that.
They have there's nothing worse than all these little rugs everywhere and mats.
Especially if you have a walker, because it's very hard to maneuver with the area rugs.
They cannot go over the rug and then they fall. Many rugs are very slippery. They fall. Installing grab bars in the bathroom, in the shower is fantastic. Many people complain that it's unsightly. And I have to smile because what is more unsightly than a fall and going to the hospital and maybe breaking a hip? So, I mean, that is the first risk. In addition, our caregivers are trained to assess these risks because some clients are known that when after I leave, they put back their rugs and they, do whatever they want. They put glass tabletops, and glass tables and lamps in the middle of the living room because they can't see. Our caregivers are trained to assess these risks and recommend safer alternatives for the clients. Another risk of falling is that sometimes because they're afraid of falling, clients don't take showers. So this becomes a hygiene issue.
But don't they also have, because I know that sometimes even in the assisted living facilities, there's chairs also that you could
Correct.
provide. They could just sit down
And
to bathe themselves.
They're so easy to get, and we make that recommendation, and we can even, go get them for them. Our
So if
caregivers can run that errand.
Right. So if they need any medical equipment, say if they progress.
Correct.
And they start needing, they went from possibly using a cane to going to a walker, you'd be able to provide them and assess them with their needs as well.
We visit our clients regularly so we can assess how they're doing. And whenever we see an opportunity to help them out, we step in and do that. And that's what makes us different. Our commitment to quality and stepping in and doing more than your typical home care agency.
What about after surgery? Say for a senior, they just had hip surgery or they had knee surgery. Now they've been to rehab.
Correct.
But now they're coming home. Do you also handle that too when they get to the house?
Yes, we definitely do. And again, it doesn't have to be a permanent situation. And many clients feel that if they accept the help, it's a slippery slope and they're never going to get out of it. And it's not. It's a little bit of help now until you get better.
Until you're back on your feet and you're able to do things by yourself.
Correct.
Can I go back to that checklist? Is it very extensive, the checklist for the home?
Well, we have about 25 points that we cover. We look at staircases. We look at ventilation, alternative exits from the home, wires that may cause, someone to trip and fall. Even if they have, we check their smoke alarms to make sure that they're working. Sometimes they're not.
Right.
And
so do the clients actually do these things? Do they change things? Or, so you're making the recommendations.
We make a recommendation and then we follow up to make sure they do. They're not going to get off that easily, Rene.
Okay. No, because you have to be on top of them sometimes because, like elderly people, they don't like change.
No, they don't.
They like everything to stay the same. But unfortunately, as you start getting older, things have to be changed around your home. Like I even, going into my father's house, he was on a walker because he came out of rehab, he had surgery. And that's why I was saying about the rugs, because actually, there was a mat in front of his house, and he's maneuvering with the walker to get over the mat. And I said, remove it.
We go into our clients' homes and we make our recommendations. Of course, we're not the daughter. So we cannot tell them, Dad, remove this.
I took the mat and I threw it in my
Of course. But, we make strong recommendations to our clients. And I moved things around if I deem that they are a danger to our clients with their approval, of course. I don't want to force myself. But as time goes on, we've developed our relationships with our clients. And they do trust us and respect our opinions. So I'm happy to say that, with our clients who have been with us for a longer time, we go back and the improvements we've made have remained there.
So again, you could go in short term if somebody needs, like if they're coming out of surgery and they just need somebody there for, say a couple of weeks, a month,
couple of weeks, a month. We're there to help. The same way, some of our clients need our help every day of the week.
Right.
24 hours. But some clients only need help a couple of times a week for a couple of hours.
So you go out and assess what they would need.
Correct. And it's based on our assessment as to their need and also to their financial ability to pay. So some people feel, but I can't afford someone, 7 days a week. That is okay. Maybe we only need to go 3 times a week for you to remain independent at home and be safe.
Right. So even 3 times a week, you go out and do the shopping, take them out of the house.
Correct. We make sure bathe, take them out of the house, go grocery shopping and get nutritious food. The caregiver comes back, she cooks meals, and then she leaves some leftovers, in the freezer or in the fridge, so they can eat afterwards. They come back, they clean the fridge, they throw out, old food stuff. They make sure the client makes their appointments. When our nurse goes in, we review our client's care. Who is their doctor, their neurologist, cardiologist. We make sure we see when their last appointments were done, and we follow up with the client to make sure that they do these appointments, or we have the caregiver make the appointment. The client may also hire us to do that for them, and that's an additional work that we do. The same way, some clients need help preparing the medication boxes. Clients
Or doing errands for them if they need for you to go to the pharmacy or pick things up aside for just the food shopping.
Correct. They can go with the client, or the client can have them go do the errands for them.
You know, when my father passed, we went in there after he passed away. The place was a mess. We never had home care people come in because, just his living conditions. Because we didn't know.
Correct.
We
You don't know.
actually went in.
Years ago, most of the time it was family
Correct.
that came in.
Correct.
And nowadays, what you said at the beginning of the show is the fact that most people are working or out of state, and the elderly people, they need help for all the services that
Correct.
you provide.
Correct. And not only do the caregivers go in on a regular basis, we talk with our caregivers every week. We ask them about our clients. We call our clients every month at least, and to see how they are doing. And then we visit them often.
I love that, yeah.
We visit them. We make surprise visits so that we see how the caregiver interacts with the client, how the caregiver is taking care of the client and the client's home. And we make recommendations.
A lot of follow-up.
Correct.
That's wonderful.
It is all about follow-up, making sure, having a commitment, caring about your clients. That is what we are about. And then everything that we do stems from that.
So what makes Assisting Hands so
Yes,
unique?
that's
Because
the
there's
same
so many
question I was
home care companies out there. So what sets you apart from all the other home care companies?
Yes. First and foremost, how we select and screen our caregivers with extensive background checks and level 2 screening. Second, we have the personality test to make sure that we match our clients perfectly with our caregivers. Then we have a CPR and first aid requirement. No other agency requires this. Remember that our caregivers are all our employees. So we pay their taxes, Social Security, Medicare. We pay for their liability insurance, workers' compensation. We are the owners, so we are involved in the day-to-day running of the business.
That's a great
Yes.
selling point.
When our clients call the office, of course, we have support staff, but they can always talk to me or to Ricardo. And that, I think, is a very
That's
big
huge.
difference.
And here comes our music.
Give everybody your phone number
One
again.
more time.
Okay, so in Palm Beach, it's 561-829-3080. And in Boca Raton Del Rey, it's 561-404-0550.
We love having you on.
Thank
you
you
are
so much
good.
for coming on
Thank
today.
you so much for
Even
having
solo
me.
today.
Yes.
So it's Assisting Hands. Great place. If you need, just give them a call. Hey, we'll see you next Monday, same time, 4 to 5. Everybody have a great week. Peace and love.
We're out.
Thank you.
Thanks for tuning in today to the Ask the Experts show with Steve O and Rene. Tune in every Friday from 4 to 5 p.m. while some of the top local experts in their field from Broward and Palm Beach counties educate you in the areas of law, health, financial, and home improvement. You can also call our offices at 888-574-6999 to become an expert on our show. The opinions expressed on the preceding sponsored program were strictly those of its hosts, guests, and callers, and not necessarily those of this station, its staff, management, or sponsors.